Welcome back to this video series, I'm Looking for Work. In this video we're going to take a look at the cover letter and discuss it in more detail. If you think that the resume is important, then you've underestimated the value of a well-written cover letter. Your cover letter is usually the first thing that an employer will look at when they receive your job application, and they'll most likely begin forming an opinion about your capabilities based on what you've included in this letter. A cover letter is a letter that's included with your job application, and it should state your interest in the position you've applied for and give a brief overview of your capabilities. I stress that it's a brief overview and should not include every skill you can think of, because the employer needs to be able to read it fast. It should sell the sizzle, not the steak, meaning that you should very quickly get to the point about why you're the right person for the job and how you'll add value to the employer's business. Well, let's just say if you don't get this right, they being the employer, may not even bother looking at your resume. It's not always the case, but some employers who don't have a lot of time may make a judgment on your entire application based on what's written in your cover letter. In a few short paragraphs, you need to present that you're worth considering for the position advertised and eager to begin working for the employer. A cover letter is usually a formally written letter, addressed appropriately, stating the position you're applying for and current relevant information about your capabilities. The cover letters I use usually follow this format. They have the date at the top of the page. A line to the right of the page is your address information. Below this, on the left of the page, is the details of the person you're writing to. Below this are the details of the position you're applying for, including reference numbers if they've told you to include one. They don't usually have one, but don't forget to include a reference number if they do specify to quote a reference number. Start the letter formally with Dear, then the name, Sir, Madam, or to whom it may concern if you don't have a name. State that you're seeking work and the position that you're applying for. Give a brief overview of what it is that you have experience doing that's relevant to the position that you're applying for. This is not a chance to list every skill that you have. This is where you tell them things that are relevant to what they're looking for in an employee. And you've got to formally close this letter as well by saying sincerely and your name. And if you're sending this as a hard copy, don't forget to sign the letter between the words sincerely and your name. I've included a few tips here for writing a good overview of your capabilities. If you're applying for the same position every time, like a retail assistant or a stockbroker, you should be able to get away with writing one very well crafted statement of your capabilities. If you're applying for a variety of jobs that require different skills, consider writing a different overview for each position you're applying for. If you want the maximum impact every time, consider writing an overview for each job applied for with aspects of what you believe they're looking for included. Imagine for a few minutes what it would be like to be the employer. Not just any employer, the employer you're sending this application to. Think about what expectations they'd have for the person that's applying for the job and write a personal overview of your capabilities that will fulfill all of their needs. If they say that you need to have customer service experience, tell them that providing customer service is what you do and that you're passionate about it. If they say that you need to be a team player, tell them that you thrive on working in a team environment and love working towards completion of tasks with others. If they ask for an operator of a certain type of machine and you have the experience using that machine, don't forget to tell them that here. This is your opportunity to put your best foot forward and get them to look further at the more detailed information you've included in your resume. Get this right, because it could be the one thing that gets you the interview you're expecting. A cover letter example has been included below this video. I hope that you find this helpful, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the next video.